The Changing America exhibit brings to life the struggle of the American Civil Rights Movement. The facilitators of the exhibit chose 50 public sites across the country to set up their exhibit, and Nicholls State University was one of the chosen venues. Hayley Johnson and Sarah Sims found the program and were excited to display the exhibit in the library's Archive Center.
I think it's just an important moment or moments in history that everyone should know about, and just filling in gaps in knowledge that people don't even sometimes realize that they have.
The exhibit connects the years between the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863 and the March on Washington for Civil Rights in 1963. It explains that though the two events were 100 years apart, that they are linked by the story of liberty and the American experience. The exhibit tells the story of the years in between.
Looking at the people, the culture, the marches, the movements, and everything in between.
To bring things a little closer to home, Lynette Tanner was at Nicholls to speak about her book, Chained to the Land. Tanner was the first of several people chosen to speak at the event. She is the co-owner of Frogmore Plantation and Terre Noire, and author of Chained to the Land, Voices from Cotton and Cane Plantations. The book is a collection of interviews and narratives with those who had been slaves in Louisiana, but moved to a different state by the 1930s.
It's a wonderful source of genealogical research for African Americans. Prior to the war, most African Americans did not have a last name. And Freedmen's Bureau records were mandated to be done, and some of these were listed by plantation. And so some of the people didn't know even where their grandparents or great-grandparents were born, how long they lived in these places, and sometimes there's references made to this in these stories.
Tanner gave a lecture on the history of slavery and read several excerpts from her book. She described her interest in history and explained how her curiosity grew when she and her husband were asked to do history tours at the Frogmore Plantation. She says that slavery is a very controversial and complicated subject.
And you have to relate it in a way that touches on the horrors of it, and then remembering, as a tour business, people are on vacation. You know, they want to know some of the laughter involved in it as well. And you might think, no laughter at all, but amazingly, these resilient people did find ways to live and enjoy life in spite of their troubles.
Tanner told the story about how she and her mother began the restoration project of the Frogmore Plantation together. Though she lost her mother, she decided to dedicate her book to her.
She was a major contributor annually each year. She went out and found me antiques all over the United States. She traveled, and she was retired by that time frame. And so I can't tell you how much she assisted me and was so involved in the project. And so I know she'd be very proud that this is in print.
The Changing America exhibit will be on display in the Nicholls Library until December 15th. For more information on future speakers, please visit www.nichols.edu/library. This is Kristen Gautreaux reporting for NTW News.